What's up, guys? It's your girl, Megan Rogers, and
Linda Marcus Smith.
And then we are Sassy Broad Squad, and today we are at the Cinco de Mayo Comedy Festival with Eric Rivera.
Yes.
And we have George Rosenbaum.
Hey,
he is the host of the show.
Glad to be here.
Good.
Yay.
Maybe sit a little closer to the mic, Beb. Thanks.
Are we good?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Good.
We hear you great now.
Yeah, I think you guys are on the right board here. I should probably start picking it up. Yeah.
Honestly, these were cheap, and I didn't want to break the bank, doing a podcast, and I need to get the taller ones that we can actually sit there and not feel weird. But
It's incredible how expensive these get.
oh my god,
It's a piece of plastic.
it's a piece of plastic that was $15, and I should have just sprung another $48 and got the better ones.
You want to know what's expensive? Sandwich boards. They're it's just a slab of plastic with one hinge on it, and it costs like $75.
It's crazy.
It's stupid.
In my day, we
sandwich
just
board.
used to talk. We got a tin can and string. What's the problem?
Well,
Let's go back to that.
Well, we invented Wi-Fi, and then we just stopped doing all that.
And television and electricity.
Yeah, all of the
Indoor plumbing.
I kind of want to see what a little kid would imagine the future to be, and it's from the 30s, and it's just tin cans and strings wiring the whole town.
Right. I should ask my niece and nephew about that. What do you think the future is going to be like? Are we just going to teleport everywhere? Which would be really cool. Imagine never having to sit in traffic, just getting beamed up everywhere.
They're gonna draw something really depressing.
They're everybody's dead.
Oh, you've drawn a wasteland.
Right? They're there's Mama and Dada.
I remember when the Jetsons were on for the first time, and
Yeah.
it was teleporting stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And now cars fly, or pigs do. Something flies. I don't
Cars
know.
don't fly.
They do in my mind.
Oh, well, then that works.
I've seen them in movies flying. Doesn't
That would
count?
be, well, they better be self-flying. You know how horrible people are on the freeway?
Yeah.
Imagine if people could drive or fly cars.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Oh God. Part of me thinks that it might be safer because there is a lane of traffic above and below you that you can slip into. But then there's also part of me that's how are we going to coordinate this? Are there going to be floating lasers in the sky to guide people? Is it all going to be autopilot? What does a crash in midair look like? Does it fall into the ground and hit some sort of coffee shop?
Yeah. It crashes, and then there's a big, explosion, and then all this stuff falls onto the freeway. Poor people like me will have to drive on because I won't be able to afford a flying car.
Yeah.
And then it's going to jack up my car.
And how do you get AAA to go up there? I mean,
Right?
No.
No, it just plummets.
If you break down in midair, how are you going to get AAA to
yeah, come hook you up.
to get you down?
Yeah.
because now we have Wile E. Coyote physics.
Right.
We invented it.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is Einstein when we really need him? He could figure this out.
Yeah, he's there for the atomic bomb, but he's not there for anything else.
Just left us
Yeah.
to fend for us. And no wonder the planet's in a hurt.
The military-industrial complex is like, good, we got all you need. You can die now.
They probably did.
Yeah.
Those jerks. He's like, bitch.
I think it was the Russian KGB would do this thing where it's if they need to spy on it. No, it was America. Where they would cover someone in radioactive material while they slept to track them.
Wow.
Now the stuff they were covering them was so radioactive that it would give them cancer later, but nobody knew that.
Takes a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
What were they covering them with?
I don't know, some sort of radioactive spray, and it'd be we can use a Geiger counter to track this individual. Meanwhile, they wake up, I think I have the flu, but not.
I think they sprayed me with it. Does it make you crazy?
Well, I don't think so. Maybe.
Damn it.
Crazy and horny.
That just me.
Then yes, it makes you really horny.
It's well, do you feel horny too? Yes. Okay, then they sprayed you.
Yeah. We're both going to have to get naked. I'm going to have to do some tests.
Welcome back to Doctor. Remember how we played that when we were kids? Did you guys play that when you were kids?
No, that's called fucking child molestation, Linda.
They even came out with a game where you'd play doctor.
All of those,
Hasbro.
there are so many like old games that are about molesting kids, like
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Twister, playing doctor.
Yeah.
Anything, any baby that performs any like baby doll that performs a bodily function.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's creepy. It is so creepy.
It's so creepy. Like, it's just creepy.
So, George,
Everything.
tell us about your open mics.
Yes.
I
George.
have 2 open mics. One on Mondays at the Dublin Pub at 7 o'clock, and one's on Wednesday right here in Harvey's Comedy Club at 6:30 on Tuesday nights.
Nice.
Woo.
How do we, like, if I'm an aspiring comic and I'm like, I want to do stand-up.
Yeah.
And I want to go to George's sets.
Oh, well.
How do I get a hold of you?
The best way to do it is to find George Rosenbaum on Facebook, or look for something called Stranglevine Entertainment. Find me on Facebook and message me on Facebook, or you can email gvrcomedy@gmail.com.
And
Yes.
I will link all that information below in this video.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
She will. So you're in good hands.
Yeah, and because you don't really do a sign-in sheet, right? You prefer everything electronically.
Well, everything is online, and I will have the list out for everyone to look at. But
Yeah.
I check people off as they come in, so I'm like, "You're actually here. You're actually here. You signed up, but you didn't show up.
Right.
Don't check you off." And so the first priority is who signed up first, and and then the priority is who's here.
right.
Got it.
How long? What are your time sets? Are they like 5 minutes, 7 minutes?
The Monday night mic is a 10-minute mic.
Okay.
You know this because it's called the 10-minute mic. It's the only mic in town that lets any person go on stage and just tell jokes for 10 minutes. So many of them
Nice.
are 3 minutes.
Yes. You're lucky if it's 5.
A lot of them are 5, but it seems like 3 is the standard around town, and that's really not enough time to get comfortable on stage.
Right. So what if you are getting scared and anxious and you don't want to go the whole 10 minutes? Is there like, am I going to get hurled into the sea, or are you just going to be like, yeah, whatever, okay, fine?
Well, I mean, the thing is, at a mic, at any point, if you just don't feel like you have anything to say,
Yeah.
you can just say, all right, this is the last joke I've got. Say, I'm going to leave you with this.
Oh, okay.
Or something else that suggests this is the last joke I'm going to tell, because that helps me, the host, get my act together. I'm like, oh shit, she's getting ready, and then I can be in the crowd near the mic, ready
Got
to lead
it.
you off.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes my job easier so that you don't just leave, and then I'm in the back trying to get a drink. I'm like, oh god, and then I got to fly over there.
Right.
But
Okay.
While the viewers are listening, if they're thinking like Megan said about coming for the first time and have butterflies, what if they aren't sure how their material is going to go over, George?
Well, there are some free comedy classes around here in town. Matter of fact, there's an excellent one that happens right before the Tuesday night mic. It's at 5 o'clock, right, Linda?
Yes.
And you are the teacher of that class.
Yes.
And where do we find you, Linda?
Well, that would happen when you go to meetup.com and you look for Should I Do Stand Up?
In what area of the country, Linda?
Downtown Portland, Oregon, right at Harvey's Comedy Club. 5 o'clock, it's
It
free.
is the place to be.
Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, 5 to 6, free.
It's free, but you better buy drinks.
That's
Yeah.
where we found Megan.
I'm
Yay.
sorry about that, guys. I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead and unsubscribe. I get it. Don't do it. It's a joke.
What else you got going, George?
I got a contest. I got a contest.
nice.
I got a contest every single Wednesdays at 6:30, and it's a great contest because it's a tournament system. It's every week, but we pick a winner every month. And if you're that month's winner, you get to do a weekend of real paying gig shows at $225 for the whole performance. So every month, somebody gets it gets a real paid gig at the main stage with a full audience, and they get paid like a real comedian for it. And that's a big
great.
deal. It's
That's
accessible to
huge,
everybody.
yeah.
If you want to know what a real club gig feels like, this is a great chance to earn that.
That's right. Good for you, George.
Yeah, that's
You're doing a
awesome.
lot.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad the club is starting to incorporate this, where young aspiring comics can get up on that stage.
I mean, there's a huge, vibrant local scene of comedians and producers that are trying to make stuff happen and entertain people.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
With
And they
real
even
talent.
let two crazy women do a podcast. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jeff was drunk when he's like, sure, whatever.
I'm glad that this podcast is here because it's perfect. Because every week there's going to be like a feature or a headline or road comic rolling through town. And this is right here to interview them. They've got some time. They've got some time to kill. They know they're going to be stuck here. They can they can pop in for half an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't like force anything on them.
What's going on? It lets people know that what Harvey's has going on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Especially the exciting thing for me is like you, a local comic, getting to interview, like I love that there's headliners and features from everywhere, but when we get to help promote the local talent, that's when I get super excited about it.
Well, yeah, I didn't know you had 2 mics.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a new wave of newer comedians who have like 2 years or less of experience, who already have a good 10 or 15 minutes, and are producing shows and trying to create a direct connection between new comedians who are just ready to like do 10 minutes on a show,
right?
And they've got that 10 minutes tight and real good and ready for people.
It's
and
crazy.
road comics who are looking for new talent to maybe take on the road and help build up into one day a 25-30 minute feature.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's so cool.
It's good that everyone is trying to build the infrastructure to turn new open micers into road comics.
Nice.
That's
and
exciting.
you are going to be hosting the show all night. The 2 shows. Was it 6 and
it's a show at 7:30 and a show at 9:30.
7:30 and 9:30. So you have time to come on in and see George. And he's from Texas.
I am from Texas.
I love it. He's from Texas. That's why I'm sweet on him.
What city are you from?
San Antonio.
And you're from Austin.
Woo-hoo.
So are these 2 towns, do they get along or are they rivals?
Oh, no, they fight all the time.
We're sort of like a little brother. San Antonio is sort of Austin's little brother.
Yes, absolutely. What's sad is I never been to San Antonio. I've never been to the Riverwalk or any of that.
The Riverwalk is kind of trash.
Is it? I always hear just awesome stuff about it.
There's some good stuff around the Riverwalk, but the actual Riverwalk itself kind of has like abandoned shopping malls that have like a crappy Chinese restaurant. Yeah.
Well, who doesn't love crappy Chinese food?
I love it.
Me too.
We like barbecue. It's like past the brisket.
Any place in town, but every time I go there on a Friday night for a mic, I eat their food.
Winner, chicken dinner.
I actually don't know a whole lot about Austin's comedy scene. I never did comedy in Austin. I moved before stand-up.
Right. Yeah, same.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. I don't even know that.
2 years.
Yeah.
A little over 2 years.
Man.
And
you talk about intelligent, relevant, young, hip comedy.
He is pretty hip, intelligent, and relevant.
Yeah.
Did I say irrelevant? I'm not too bright, George. I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, right?
You're kind of like a George Carlin for this generation.
That's incredibly generous, and probably not true.
Aww.
And even if it were true, I would never admit it.
He didn't call you a liar. He's being
I'm
humble.
old. That's a liar.
Oh, what's that? A compliment? No. Get away. You'll poison me.
I hate myself.
Poison me with your compliments? Go away. Okay, guys, so come in and see George tonight at Harvey's Comedy Club, where he's going to be hosting the show with Eric Rivera. And please subscribe.
Is there anything else that you want to promote before we...
Oh, man. You've got a new showcase at Belmont Inn, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Tell the people about it.
Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. at Belmont Inn. I didn't know this was going to be about me, but thank you for the deflection.
It's about everyone and everything right now.
33rd and Belmont every Tuesday. Ryan Ahern and I are co-hosting. Killer lineup every
Ryan's
week.
Funny, man.
Colin Braun's going to be the headliner quite a few times for that.
I think that Colin is the funniest new guy in town.
Me too.
He's the funniest person with less than 2 years of experience.
Ryan's right
in town.
on his heels, though. Ryan's going to eat him alive.
He sure is.
Gobble him up like Pac-Man. Okay, but that's the most relevant I can get.
All right.
So come and check George Rosenbaum here at Harvey's Comedy Club, where he'll be hosting a show with Eric Rivera.
I'm trying not to make this naked advertising, but also I've got shit I'm doing.
And please subscribe, like, and comment below, and we will catch you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.